Shalom. Kal halal lehaw b'Hashem Yahushai b'Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations unto the Achium, the brothers, pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered, the speckled bird Israelites will be scattered among the heathen. I say Shalom. I say Shalom unto the few and faithful Aqua, the sisters listening and learning. This is your brother Yerushalayim from the GMS Prophetic Vibrations Camp out of Trinidad and Tobago, coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakah Kodash. This video will be entitled A Mind Well Instructed. Alright, because I'm just going to play a short video, about a so-called Israelite Muslim man, but he's really an Israelite man, following the customs of the heathen, the Arabs and which is Islam, and basically in the video he just gonna say that in Islam, he took two wives because basically recommended that, but what's important to understand is that even the Quran, is pretty much copied a lot of the Bible, because in the Bible you're gonna find a lot of precepts dealing with men having more than one wife. Alright, I'm also gonna show from the history book, Babylon the Timbuktu, that that this is the case, that Muhammad would have studied with the Israelites and he would have copied a lot of our laws, our statutes, and our rules that we abided by, we're supposed to abide by, I should say. Alright, so without further ado, let me play this video. In fact, before I play this video, let's go to the book from Babylon the Timbuktu, page 45. Alright, last paragraph. I'm gonna jump down. The last paragraph, 1, 2, third sentence. Right, so this is talking about Muhammad. On his business trips, he met Jews, Christians, and members of other sects. He interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religions. He frequented the environment of the Jews and their rabbis, mostly because they were merchants and an omnipresent ethnic group, so they were all over the place. The Israelites were scattered, according to Deuteronomy 28 and 64. Alright? Because he could not read or write, his ears were attentive and keen, because he was illiterate. His ears were keen and attentive to everything that the Jews related to him. Muhammad learned and extracted much from the Israelite religion. I'm not saying Jewish. Ish is a suffix that represents those false Jews right now, Unilan. Alright? So he learned and extracted much from the Israelite religion, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, and compounded with his new religion, Islam. Alright? Then we're gonna jump to page 48. So that's proven here that he copied from our law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave unto only Israel. Alright? Let me see page 48. This is Islam and Judaism, the heading. Second paragraph, Muhammad adopted also the main details of the Israelite calendar, the Day of Atonement, the Sabbath, much of the Bible, and the narratives from the Midrash, and many points of the ritual law. Right? So you see he copied. Incidentally, the Israelites pray 3 times a day, for efforts for your understanding. When you see Jews, I'm going to say Israelites, right? The Jews or Israelites pray 3 times a day facing the city of Jerusalem, and the Muslims pray 5 times a day facing the back city of Mecca. Right? Trying his best, Muhammad sought to convert the Jews to his new religion, but to no avail. The Jews were adamant and resistant to change. The high esteem which the Prophet held for the Jews were transformed to enmity, and instead of allies, he looked upon them as competitors. And which is why he eventually tried to put us to death, and force a lot of our people to be following and dressing like this. Right, this guy here, and looking like him, covering up the crown of their head, which is forbidden according to the laws of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Alright, but not to digress too much. Alright, let me play this video.
Me as a man we marry 2 wives. Waiting I dey enjoy past person we marry 1 wife. My name na Babangida Sadiq Adamu. I be 37 years old, and these are my wives. When I wake up in the morning, I will realize I have 2 beautiful women that love for me, that care for me and also that cook for me. So everything what they receive now double.
And that's the way the Lord meant it. Alright, and according to Genesis 3:16, basically the Lord said that what did he say? Let me just get that in my sword here. Genesis 3 and verse 16 basically said, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Alright? So there's the reason why, these are women who are in order, are seemingly in order. Alright?
What make me decide to marry two wives the same day is a chapter from the Holy Quran. The chapter encourage a Muslim to start with 2, 3, 4 wives if he has the finance and is going to treat them equally.
Now, as I was saying before, the Quran copied a lot from the Bible. The Bible basically goes into, and I'll read some of the scriptures when I'm finished here concerning polygamy. Alright?
And also, there is more blessing in it, spiritually and physically, in the sight of God.
Yeah, it's more blessing, definitely physically and spiritually, because why? According to the scripture says what? Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 24. It says that he that getteth a wife begetteth a possession. So he get a possession, a help like unto himself. So this woman gonna be helping him, right? And a pillar of rest. Alright? So they're gonna be helping him, they're gonna be building him up, right? Assisting him to build himself, a pillar of rest. Which is what our people haven't had, We've had the so-called nigger woman, right, who been oppressing us, and treading us down, who think that they equal with us, who's clamorous, fighting with us. Alright, that's what we had. That's what we had. Our women in this society will, is, in a mess. Alright, but in the eastern side of the world, some women still have, they still a pillar of rest for the husband. They still a help to him. Alright, so only some of our women, the Lord is going to change back, on this side, this westernized culture, this Babylonized culture, alright, Americanized culture, and that's why, as I say, a mind well instructed, the name of this video, is so important. Let's go back here.
In the sight of God.
My name is Mariam Mohammed. I be 28 years old and I be graduate of business administration. Now me be the first person my husband proposed to. Later he come tell me say he want add another person. I can't feel somehow say maybe I know they good for me or waiting happen. But he explain things for me. Since me I like him and I love him so much, I can't agree. Plenty the way I like about my husband.
See, she loved her husband so much. He said he wanted another wife, and she agreed.
A caring person and an understanding person. He love me. I love him.
My name is Maimuna Mahmoud. I be 26 years old, and I'm a graduate of economics. When my husband told me that he's going to marry two of us the same day, I feel somehow, but when I realized that it's something that Islamically is allowed, and it's someone I love so much.
So in the same way, these women, alright, in that side of the world, she when she realized Islam, allow it, alright. So the same way, more so we should organize. They should realize our Israelite heritage allows that, and they shouldn't have an issue with it, because that's the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, not even the laws of Muhammad, alright, and this Islamist.
Then I accepted. My husband is a caring type and he's an unbiased person. I love this attitude.
One thing I like about my wife Mariam is when at the verse She savvy talk to me, calm me with some sweet, sweet word that make me calm down.
Right, as we said, a pillar of rest.
So that make me like her so much. And my wife, Maimuna, one thing I like about her is she's jovial, she's fun, she make me smile wherever I'm around her. So that make me love her so much. I know they call my wives by their names. Miriam, I call her my queen. Maimuna, I call her my princess. Even the house I build, I name the palace after them. As you can see, this one I name it Queen Palace. This one
Which queen is not a good name, but he's ignorant of the fact that queen actually means a prostitute. Alright? Queen means pretty much a whore. Alright?
I name it Princess Palace.
They are princesses of Israel. Yes, they are no queens.
They both have understanding within themselves. I've never sit them down to talk to them about who.
And that understanding goes back to our mind well instructed. Alright, let me get that precept there. Sirach 26 verse 14 there about. Yeah. Sirach 26 and 14, a silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh, of the Lord. Right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And there's nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefast and faithful woman is a double grace, and a continent mind cannot be valued. So he said he get double, right? But this is a double grace for one woman who's like this, right? As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. So there you have it.
Or who will do that. But the thing is that they have agreed within themselves. This one will cook today, the other person will join the other person to cook together. So they always cook together, wash together, do things together. So that is what they decide to do, and I'm convinced and I'm okay with it. For those men who never marry, I advise una, if una want marry, make una marry two wife, like I marry two wife. It will reduce engaging in side chick wahala. At least the two wife will engage you for you not to have mind to look for other girls outside.
Yeah, so there you have it. Alright, and that will secure your home and your house and build it. And that's one of the reasons why, the white man, so-called white man, Esau Edom, create all these bigamy laws saying you can only have one wife because, basically it builds you. Alright, you can have more children, which are assets to build up your worth or your wealth. Alright, so I'm just gonna hit a few quick precepts and close this out. Just to prove, according to the scriptures that this happened. Genesis 4 and verse 19, it says, and Lamech took unto him two wives. The name of one was Ada, and the name of the other Zillah. So that's what is our wannabe patriarchs, Lamech, going through here. Well, basically this talking about Cain. This is Cain we're talking about here, but the men of the Lord took more than one wife. Let's go again to Samuel. Let's go 2 Samuel first. 2 Samuel 12 and verse 8. And this is about King David, right? When King David committed adultery, the prophet Nathan said this on him, as the voice of the Lord, 2 Samuel 12 and 8, and I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and the house of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given thee such and such. So you all were given more wives, more riches, everything. That's King David, if you'd asked. Alright? So going back here, let's go into 1 Samuel 1 and verse 2. It says, and this is Elkanah. Let's read from verse 1. Elkanah, father of Samuel the prophet. Now there was a certain man of Ramathaim Zophim, of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroham. the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Zuph, an Ephrathite, right? And he had 2 wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. So, hey, pretty clear. Let's hit one more quickly, just to prove it again. Let's go 2 Chronicles 13 and verse 21. All right. Yeah, they said verse 2 Chronicles 13 and 21. But Abijah waxed mighty and married 14 wives, and begot 22 sons and 16 daughters. And we know children are the heritage of the Lord. All right, so pretty much that is it. All of this is coming back in this time. As the judgment of woman is increasing in this time, you're going to find a lot of more women. Women going to be cleaving unto men, and we'll see it more so the men of the Lord. All right, because that's where they're going to find shelter from the storm that's coming. Right, the judgment, the great judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that's coming upon these women. All right, the rape, the murder, the killing of these women, which we see here in Trinidad not alone, but it's throughout the world. All right, so Isaiah 4:1 is coming. The Lord's will be done. As the scriptures say, His word will not go out void. It's prophecy. All right, so I'll end it there. I pray this lesson has been edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom.